If you're 26, be 26. Stop trying to be 56. It's not expected, and it's a burden that you don't have to carry. You're a young couple, and you're going through some things, and you're like, man, we must be the worst couple in the world. We must be the worst married folks out there. This has got to be, man, we just ain't got it. Of course you ain't got it figured out. When you hit 30, you still ain't 30 years of marriage, you still ain't going to have it all figured out. My wife and I are still trying to figure stuff out. And we just take it as it comes, and we learn, and we mature, and we grow, and it takes time. But you'll not get there if you quit. Fellas, you'll not get there if you quit, if you just say, forget it. You know, I can't be the man that I wanted to be. Well, of course you're not right now. You will not be the man that you want to be until you grow into it.
You don't have to be right one time. You don't have to figure it all out in advance. You can be wrong. You can pick the wrong career. You can pick the wrong job. You can pick the wrong spouse. You can pick the wrong whatever. But you get it right one time, you're set. But if you don't try, and if you don't go out there and try all those different things, you'll never get that one time.
Someone has to be the one to break the cycle in your family. Why not you? Break the financial struggle cycle. And why not you be the example and the role model to everyone else in your family and your extended family as, hey, we can create wealth.
The two-track mind, the two-track 20s is the source of power. What do I mean by that? One track is you are open, you're adventurous, you're young, for God's sake. You need to have some fun. You need to be open. You're only in your 20s once, right? You want to try some different things. You want to have adventures. I did that in my 20s. Not to say that I'm the paradigm for everyone out there, because a lot of things I did wrong, quite honestly. But that was one thing I did. I tried everything. But the two-track mind is I had focus. I knew that I wanted to be a writer. So all of the different adventures that I had kind of ended up funneling into that. And so although I was doing different things, I was developing real life skills as a writer. So I want you to think of your life in this sense. I know what I kind of want, where I want to go. I have a direction. This is what I love. I'm meant to be into music, etc. I'm meant to start my own business, etc. I love technology. I'm meant to be an inventor, an innovator of some sort. You have a good solid sense of what connects to you in the idea of its sciences, its physical activity, it's math, it's music, it's words, it's literature. Now you're able to have some room to explore things.
I had a tendency sometimes to make excuses for me not doing the right thing. Excuses are tools of the incompetent, used to build bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness. Men who bore tremendous burdens and still laid the stones for the path on which we now walk. Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Ralph Bunche and Langston Hughes, and George Washington Carver and Ralph Abernathy and Thurgood Marshall, and yes, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. These men were many things to many people, and they knew full well the role that racism played in their lives. But when it came to their own accomplishments and sense of purpose, they had no time for excuses. Well, we've got no time for excuses. President Mays put it even better. He said, whatever you do, strive to do it so well that no man living and no man dead and no man yet to be born can do it any better.
You have to practice who you want to be. You know, you don't wake up one morning and you're suddenly who you think you want to be. You have to put some energy into it. So if you want to be an honest person, you have to be an honest person every day, even starting at 3 and 4 and 5, right? If you're going to be a hard worker, hard work doesn't just appear. You have to practice hard work. You have to practice effort. I also encourage them and try to help them understand that good things don't come easy. You know, with that effort, you know, that's where you grow. That's where growth is. Some of the best times in my life when I've grown, it's when I've done something hard, when I've overcome a fear. You don't realize that when you're doing it, but when you come out on the other side, you realize, wow, I've really stepped up.
In one way or the other, you're constantly upgrading yourself, either with external work or internal work. But upgradation should happen To a point, wherever you stand out. This is not in competition with anybody. But this life must get to its full scope.